ITPC. Philly Piper Mike here. It is Friday, September 10th. Currently 61 degrees. Going up to 75. Which is absolutely perfect weather. I'm headed up to Lancaster Archery Supplies. We were kind of slow today, so I took the day. And I'm just going to head up there and get my new target bow. Hopefully. Today I'm smoking my new favorite pipe, my Ryan McCauley Stackadian, as I call it, with the crazy awesome stem. And in it, I'm having trouble getting lit, is Samuel Gawith Cabbies mixture. Which I thought I might have talked about this before, reviewed it before. I was just in the mood. I saw it and I was like, I'm gonna smoke that. So even if I had done it, I was gonna do it again and just talk about it, or whatever. This is aside from Full Virginia Flake, which is easily my favorite Samuel Gawith mixture or blend. This is my second favorite. It's definitely hard to get, as are all of Sammy Gawith's blends. So I don't smoke it that often. It is I let it sit out for like a half hour. It is wet, like all their blends. It's like a mixture of a coin cut and like a broken coin flake, which doesn't really translate well if you know Samuel Gawith, how wet they are, and put that into a coin, you're like, eh. But it is good. I don't smoke it very often. Sometimes when I smoke this, it's very spicy, very peppery. And then sometimes I smoke it and I don't get that, and it's just like a good vapor. I'd say it's pretty heavy on Perique. I didn't get a chance to look it up real quick, so I don't know if there's Cavendish or anything in here, or if it's just a straight Virginia Perique. It tastes to me like there's Cavendish, but I could be completely wrong about that. Yeah, it's really good. You do get some peppery on the retro hail. I had a couple people reach out to me or comment about getting in touch with Ryan or trying to buy some of Ryan's pipes. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure Ryan just kind of works on a commission base. One of my subscribers was like, I went to Instagram, I didn't see any pipes available, and I don't think he really works that way, as far as I know. Pretty sure he's busy enough to where he doesn't really have free time to do pipes that aren't on a commission basis. So the best thing to do is to reach out to him. I just message him directly, Ryan McCauley, on Facebook Messenger. You can find him. He's very active on the New Age Pipe Smokers page on Facebook. So if you can't find him in Facebook searches or whatever, you can just do that. Find him that way, hit him up. But yeah, I couldn't be happier with this pipe. It's just awesome. I love everything about it. And I've been good. I haven't been smoking it like crazy. Like, I'll smoke it, let it sit for a day, smoke it. Luckily, I have some other new pipes that I'm into, which makes it easier, because if this was the only pipe I had, I'd be smoking it like crazy, or I'd have to fight myself not to. And I gotta, even though I've sold some pipes and got some new ones, I have a couple Moretti's coming, like I was telling you. And I have another pipe, which this guy makes these deep sandblasts, he calls it. I can't wait to see. I forget, the name's hard to pronounce. He's in another country. It's like Scalia pipes or something. I'll show it to you whenever I get it. But of course, if it wasn't for those pipes that I've gotten recently and me getting a target bow, there's a pipe on Tabacchiana Scorti. It's a Canadian, or it's a chimney. It's a Costello 4K chimney. I mean, I want it so bad. It's fighting me. It's taking every bit of my fiber to not buy that thing. But it's like a brown Ciroc. The bowl's like that big. It's narrow. It's a military mount. It's friggin' awesome. The overall dimension of the bowl is like 2.5 inches, and then I forget what the chamber depth is. Probably every bit of 2 inches, if not more. And I'll tell you what, man, it's just like my stack that I have, but it's a little narrower and just way taller. I'm sure it'll smoke flakes like a dream, but I'm just like, man. And I haven't seen a Costello like it, so I really wanted to get it, but I'm not going to. Unless it's available. If it's available in a week and nobody buys it, then maybe I'll think about it. But for now, I got enough new pipes. I gotta stop. Either that or I gotta sell some more. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good week. I'm super pumped that it's Friday, and then I'm not working. I'm going to Lancaster Archery, one of my favorite places. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow is the 20th anniversary of 9/11, which is for one, it's crazy to think that was 20 years ago. I mean, like most people that were, of age to remember, exactly where you were when you saw those planes hit the World Trade Center. It's something that I'll never forget. Having gone to the 9/11 museum a couple years ago, it was, you really can't put into words emotions that you feel, or that I felt when I was in that place. I mean, it was such a horrific, tragic, cowardice act of terrorism, and the amount of lives that it took, and it destroyed, and it's just it's almost unfathomable. But it's not that I would ever wish that like something like that would happen again. But what our country really needs is, in the weeks and months after 9/11, our country, it didn't matter if you were black, white, Asian, whatever, rich, poor, none of that mattered. You were just Americans. We were all Americans, and we were, we were leaning on each other, and there was so much patriotism that's just so lost in this country now. Everything's just partisan, and you're either right or you're wrong. You're left or you're right, you're blue or you're red, and if you're on the other side, then people don't want to talk to you, and there's extremes on every angle, obviously. And it seems to me, and I'm not making this a political thing, but it seems to me that like a lot of people on the left are very quick to judge and point fingers and bash, and people on the right do the same thing. I mean, it's on both sides. It's just, it's unnecessary. It doesn't get anything accomplished in this country, or in life in general. I'm a firm believer of, hey, I have friends who are Republicans, I have friends who are Democrats, I have friends who are Libertarians. I float somewhere in there, and it doesn't matter to me, what your political beliefs are, as long as you're being kind and you're not being an asshole, then you're all right in my book. As long as you're not spewing crazy stuff or trying to push stuff on people, or shaming people for doing this or not doing that. But yeah, I mean, I really wish that we could get back to those weeks and months after 9/11, where the country just came together as one. It was a beautiful thing, and it was something this country is in desperate need of. It's like the media is to blame, the majority of it. They're just trying to divide and conquer, and the crazy stuff that they put out there, and people buy it up because they believe that it's mainstream media. They wouldn't lie to me. They don't have an agenda to push, and it couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, you look at recently with Joe Rogan and CNN saying that he's taken horse dewormer to fight COVID, and he's like, that's a blatant lie. He's like, they know that's not true. He was taking ivermectin, and prescribed by a doctor. It's used to treat many other diseases, and has and they just, Joe Rogan's crazy, and he's taking horse dewormer to fight COVID. And there's so much misinformation and distrust out there that it sucks. And I don't know how. I refuse to watch the mainstream media at all. I mean, nothing comes of it. There is no such thing anymore as objective journalism, or just true journalism. It's everybody has an opinion, and it's all they don't look at the facts. They just pick and choose and pluck whatever they want to back their agenda, and they write it in as it's like it's fact, and it's extremely dangerous, and it's not getting any better. And I think hopefully CNN gets held accountable, and hopefully Joe sues them, or defamation of character, but it won't matter. They'll settle out of court probably, and CNN will continue to just report stuff that's largely false, and it's, you know, that part sucks. But getting back to the topic, I mean, 20 years, it's you know, with everything that's happened recently with our withdrawal from Afghanistan and the way that went down, and, you know, a lot of veterans are questioning whether, you know, all the sacrifices that them themselves or their, you know, their fallen brothers and sisters, you know, was it in vain or was it for nothing? And which it wasn't, because we haven't had a 9/11. We haven't had another attack on American soil like that since we were over there. So, you know, in my eyes, you know, those brave heroes were there doing a job, and they did their job, and they fought for their brothers and sisters next to them, and, you know, they stood up for what was right and what was fair. But it's I just wanted to really express my gratitude, or my you know, my feelings just for everybody who perished that day, anybody who was affected, who lost a father or mother or brother, sister, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends. You know, I luckily I wasn't directly affected by losing somebody, but I know people that have, and it was heartbreaking. So I just want to, you know, I fly the I have a flagpole outside of my house, and for the last couple weeks I've been flying it at half staff. I have the American flag, and then below it I have, it's an armed forces flag with each seal of every branch of the military. And then tomorrow I'll put up, I have the 9/11 remembrance flag, and it's every name of anybody that was lost, all the firefighters and police officers and first responders, and it's all their names, and their names make up an American flag. It's really, really cool. So I try to do my personal best to honor them and to remember them. You know, I know it's a slogan, but, you know, I don't think anybody, it says, you know, never forget, and I'll never forget. I know most Americans who are old enough will never forget. But anyway, on that note, I'll leave you with that. You know, thoughts and prayers go out to anybody that lost somebody there, all the brave men and women that gave their lives trying to save other Americans. So, sorry to, you know, make a somber video, but I think it definitely needs to be said. So anyway, you guys have a great day, have a great weekend. I'm sure I'll talk to you guys. I missed out on the VPC last week. Even though it was a holiday weekend, I hate when there's no virtual pipe club. It just throws my whole Saturday off. I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself for those 2 hours. I look forward to it. So hopefully I'll see you guys on there. And remember, I'm sure, because I'm going up to Lancaster, and I know I'm going to be stuck behind some people in the left-hand lane that are going 50 miles an hour. The left lane is for passing. See you guys.